We're kicking off a new series diving deep into Orderly's Gold Tier DEXs, and first up is WOOFi. WOOFi is built on Orderly's infrastructure and has quickly become a favorite for traders to trade on. So what makes it so powerful? Let's break it down. WOOFi has three main products, and the first one being WOOFi Pro. That's where all the real action happens, and that's where you can actually make some money trading. So let's hop onto my screen right over here. We're going to go to Trade on Orderly and scroll down to WOOFi Pro. So now that we have the user interface open right in front of us, we want to go to connect wallets, and this is how you're going to log in or connect your wallet. So WOOFi supports multiple different wallets. For this example, I'm going to be using MetaMask because that's my personal favorite wallet to use, and we just say connect. So as you can see, my wallet is connected, but there's just one problem. There's no USDC to trade with. For that, we're going to hit deposit and just select the network you want to use. For my example, I'm going to be using Arbitrum because it's the lowest fees, and just enter the amount you want to put into the specific wallet to start trading. For me, I'll just add everything that's in there and just say approve USDC. It's going to load and just ask you to confirm. Just confirm that and hit deposit. We just deposited, and you'll see there's total value of still 0 USDC. So give it a minute or two just so that I can go through. So let's just refresh this. So there we go. I just refreshed the website, and you can see I have a total of 33 USDC to trade with. So let's open a trade and let me run you through what there is to do. So right now I'm going to do a quick trade to showcase how easy and fast it is to snipe a position in any of our pairs to trade. So as you can see over here, I have Coin open and I don't want to risk too much. So let's go and say a total of 11 USDC I want to trade. So let's open a position. Let me just hit sell and shorts. We just want to confirm that this is what you want to do. So in the bottom of your screen, you'll see this is where all your positions going to be that you're currently trading with. So at the moment, I have one position open. You can see pending and failed and position history, order history, and liquidations. But for me, for this example, I'm just going to stay on positions. So at the moment, I'm just going to leave this trade and showcase how the WOOFi platform works and the UI. So quick, very simple, easy. You can drag and drop or just move around the order book and the last trade. So for this screen, you can see last trade and order book on the same page. And then you can obviously make it smaller and see it on two different separate pages. So that's pretty simple and straightforward. In my opinion, we can already see our P&L is already at 3%. Not the best, but I mean, it's something, I guess. And let's go and see the time frame of the chart. So you can scroll around here, you can play around with everything. You have your 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute intervals, and etc. You have some cool toggles you can just switch on and off to see your positions or your buy and your sell positions, and you have some cool indicators. So for this indicators, you can use average price for an example, and you'll see all the blue stuff. That's going to be the average price of the price history from the candles, but we're going to leave that off for now. I'm not really using that much, and you can switch it on and off by just going to average price and just canceling there. There we go. So now that we're still just waiting for this price to increase and make me some money, let's go to portfolio. And on portfolio page, you'll see it's a great overview of how your money is doing and how your portfolio is growing or decreasing, and you can see how good of a trader you are. Obviously on this page you can withdraw and deposit, and I think the most important thing on this page is your max account leverage. So here you'll see mine is set on 10x, but you can scroll this all the way up to 50x, and then when you open a trade you have the possibility of going 50x, but for default it's normally going to be set on 10. So if you want to trade high leverage, just go onto your account on portfolio and just switch it up there. After that, we have the markets. So the market tabs is going to show you all of the markets that's available to trade, with new listing, top gainers, and top losers. Everything is nice and organized, so it's great for quickly scanning through everything. And as you can see, I can set this page to 100 perp trades and just go browse everything that's available to trade. Obviously, with that being said, you can see the 24-hour volume is right over here, open interest and asset TVL. Let's go back to portfolio and trading. Let's see how my trade's doing. I'm down about 2.4%, but that's fine. That's not the point of this video. We're just gonna run through everything that there is to do. So now that that's out of the way, let's go to spot It's going to open a whole new different section. So we still have our trading perp window open, but it's going to open a new tab that I quite like because it's quick to go back and forth if you need to. So let's say I want to swap USDC from the Ethereum network to, let's say, the Arbitrum network to USDC. Super simple. There you can see where and to it's sending to, or just swapping. So swap, easy, simple, basic, out of the way. Let's go to earn. So earn is basically the vaults that we have, and you can deposit money into any of these vaults and earn a yield. So you have USDT on the Binance chain, you have ETH on Linear, you have Sonic, and then a bunch of other vaults you can go to. But at the moment I don't have any vaults open, so there's going to be nothing here, no deposits. But I mean, supercharges, you just go down, look what you want to do. Let's see if there's something juicier. 4%, 8%, a bit more than 8%. And yeah, like obviously every day it changes up and down. So there's some days where you can see 50%, some days where you can see 2%. So it just goes up and down. Next up is going to be stake. So stake, this is my favorite part of WOOFi because it feels like a game. It feels like you kind of meant to trade up and make more money, and in the process you get rewarded. So as you can see, staking Woo is basically getting the Woo token and just putting it away, locking it away for a period of time and earning yield on that passively. So if you want to make your money work for you, buy some Woo, stake it, and leave it there. With that being said, the game-like feel is going to come with the challenges. So basically, the challenges are challenges you have to do. So 14-day volume, trade $300, not the hardest thing to do, to be honest. WOOFi and deposit, so just deposit. And yeah, you can see in the bottom there's 1.3% XP APR boost. So that's going to boost your APR for 5 days by 1.3%. But obviously you can compound these stuff and make more money, and every now and then you just redo the quest, and obviously the quest is going to grow up and up and up, so it's going to get harder. But with that being said, you are able to boost up your XP, and at the end of the day you can boost your APR to 30%. So now that staking is out of the way, let's go to analytics. So analytics is basically the platform where you're going to be able to see all the analytics, what's going on, and just see what trading volumes has been going through all the different networks. With that being said, you have the 24-hour trading volume, your total volume, and then total brought back in Woo tokens. After that, let's go back to our perp trading and see how our position is doing. And I think I'm just going to close it up, to be honest. So let's close the trade, and then I want to show something pretty cool to you guys, what you can do to flex on your friends with the P&L cards. So to close, there's a few options. You can close position on the actual trading window, or you can close position on your position tab. So I'm just going to close it on position tab, hit close, confirm. So now that we've closed the trade, I want to show you something cool. So you can go to order history, you go to real P&L, and you hit share. And on this P&L card, you can customize pretty everything. You can customize the avatar. There's a whole bunch of different avatars to choose from. This one is my favorite. It reminds me from Pepe, to be honest. But anyways, you can customize what's going to be on your P&L card. You can take away the quantity, you can take away the leverage, I mean, all those different stuff. And then I think the coolest thing is you can add a little text thing. So you just add your message, and let's say this is orderly. So orderly is the best. So we can add that, copy or download it, and just share it on your X or your TG and brag with your friends. We just say download, it's going to hit download, it's going to add to there, and you can open it a little bit later. Sweet. So I think that's everything that there is to do. Another good thing to know is that you are rewarded on trading on WOOFi. Depending on the volume you're trading with, you'll be rewarded in order tokens. So order tokens is a great way to just earn some passive income and just add it onto our staking platform and leave it there for a few months or a year and see a good growth rate over the year. Obviously, with that being said, you can stake it, and then when you want to unstake it, you just hit unstake, and then it's going to take 7 days until your funds are ready to take back into your wallet. It's a great way to make some extra money and get rewarded for trading with WOOFi. So that's all for today. There's a bunch of other Gold Tier DEXs features on Audi that we want to showcase. So if there's any other questions you want to ask about WOOFi, please leave them in the comment section. And is there anything else you guys want me to do to make more value out of this video so that you as a trader or you as a viewer can feel more educated around the platforms and integrations we do with our partnerships? So all the best, and as always, happy trading and go make some profit.